What's good, people? Oh, damn, would you look at that? It looks like we're having a 350% boosted loot encounter. Yeah, that's that's pretty rare. But what's not rare is me streaming. I go live here on Wednesday and or the weekends. So, if you ever watch or if you want to watch me play this game live, or you probably like this Jet play anything else, yes. Yes, I do. And go onto that channel, subscribe. Wow, I done lost my train of thought. Folks, what you're about to see here is how the game used to be. And actually, I have multiple talking points about this here video. So let me start with the one that is at the forefront of my mind. Actually, no, that's gonna be second. First of all, I want to spawn in here, and I'm like, damn, there's food everywhere. That's my heaven. But, my dear people, before I can even think about having a good time, I get ported. And I'm thinking dude is right there where I pinged at. Because a spawn point is right there. And if some of you are like, dog, this guy's a sweat. How does he know spawn points? You play the game, and you remember where you spawn at. That's it. Nothing sweaty about it. So, I'm under the impression that I'm being hunted. Because right at the start of the match, I get ported. And you know those kind of players that port you at the start of the match, they will hunt you down and they will not live until you die. Yes, that sounds scary because, well, it is. So I'm walking here with my shoulder, or with my head over my shoulder, looking behind me. And I got a damn bear trap. I'm coming here and place said bear trap. It probably won't catch anybody, but hey, you never know. And make sure to not pick up that phone. And people, look. This is what the game was like. And that, unfortunately, is what the game currently is. Yup. Two LMGs spraying and praying at each other, and it's a case of throw enough shit at the wall, something's gonna stick, and boom bam, there you go. Right? And it was around about this time while I'm, playing the game for what it is, a looter shooter game, not a shooter extraction game, that I realized that MG3 screaming at the top of its lungs was supposed to be at me. The guy that ported me probably ported someone else a second time. I could be wrong, but that's what I'm thinking. So homeboy back there just got a kill. And now he's silent. With an MG3. And I don't like the sound of that. So I decided to relocate. You know what I'm saying? Just play the game for what it is. A looter extraction game, not a Call of Duty clone. But hey, everyone plays the game how they want to. Come over here. And I put radiation on a damn airdrop, like I always do. Because we love radiation. We do. When it's on someone else, not on us. And I think, should I loot this here house? Nah, I'm not going to do that. Instead, I'm going to keep playing the game. Once again, as a looter game. You know what I'm saying? But what happens when two looters come in contact with one another? Well, that's when the game changes. Sudden death. Like I said, sudden death. It would help if you wear a pair of headphones when you're playing the game, so that way you know when sudden death is, engulfed you, if you will. But hey, sometimes you peek, sometimes you get peeked on. You know what I'm saying? But once again, I'm going back to playing the game like how it used to be played. A pure shooter game. People, like this video. If not, leave a comment. If you were here before the MG3, the M249, the KK was introduced into the game. Remember how calm this game used to be? Remember how, well, I say calm. This game was still broken in some respects. And I mean, hey, it currently is broken, but hey, I said hey twice or 3 times. You get the point. Guys, look at what I'm doing. I'm actively micromanaging my bag to ensure that I got I got the highest grade of materials in my bag. People, when was the last time you had to think about that? When was it? Like, I don't want to turn this into a negative video, but I mean, look, stuff to actually take home. And if you're saying, Jet, what's the point? What are you bringing up here? Guys, the looter shooter extraction foundation, the triangle that this game was based upon, it's slowly turning into a line segment and not a triangle. The shooter extraction parts are way more dominant than the looter part. And that can be for a multitude of reasons, right? You know, players getting better at the game, because I admit, even I myself didn't know how the game worked. I was scared and I crouch walked everywhere. You know what I'm saying? People hiding in bushes and not moving, therefore no one shot, therefore no one got anything. You know? But now, with better and better weapons in the game, with more and more players in the game that are sick of Call of Duty and want to come over here, right? With more and more new players that pick up the game and they're scared out of their minds because they have no minimap, it's kind of evolving, if you will. Let me tell you about a time, or let me tell you the time that I joined the game. And you'll understand where I'm coming from. I joined this here game when there was only one competition on the map. Only one. And I joined this game whenever you know someone has ran through a house when you find nothing but food in the house. Because back when I was playing, food had no value. Matter of fact, I remember when the developers put out articles saying, get the food around the map. It's gonna be useful. Get the food. And then like a month later, bam, collectible airdrops. I was like, holy shit, they done did something. But now, what do you have? You have high rate of fire light machine guns. You have body armor, which makes people, or gives people basically 50% more health. You have ports, which means people hunt people down and games become shorter, right? This game, I hate to say, it's a different game than what it was when it first came in. And that's natural. You know what I'm saying? Like, evolution has to occur, power creep has to occur, you know, but I wish it didn't. Even if it's for a week or so, maybe like an April Fool's event, turn the game back to Vigor like 0.5, not Vigor 1.0, like Vigor 0.5, like back when
airdrop incoming, get ready.
Back when the ADR was king, back when the Sumi was king, you know what I'm saying? And look, a buried cache full of actual stuff I can take home. And I, not gonna lie to you, got excited whenever I found the stuff. I'm like, oh, look at all these parts. I can go home and it's great. People, I have not said that for a very long time. And it sucks that one man has to spend X amount of crowns on an encounter in order for the rest of the lobby, if not someone, to feel like this. It sucks, but that's how the game works. You know what I'm saying? So there's a second point as to why I'm bringing you this here video. Remember the video I posted yesterday, if not the day before yesterday, where I was using the LD5 and I warned you all it was bland? This was the replacement for said video. Yeah, I know. But upon, watching the clips myself, I said, dude, this is Vigor, but old. The joys of looting, it makes me sad because I want more of this. I sincerely do. Because, I mean, sure, my house is fully upgraded, but I'm worried about all of you all, right? With the changes to donation, donating resources, materials, food, nails, all that sort of good stuff, how are y'all going to get your houses fully upgraded? Once you get your house fully upgraded, you kind of beat the game. Or actually, no, you beat one half of the game. Other half of the game is you collecting all the plans. But once you get your house fully upgraded, what's next? Plans? Right. Okay, cool. So how are you going to get said plans? Donation crate. Right? The brand new crate is added into the game. Okay, cool. So how are you going to get that? You got to donate. But how can you donate when the encounters, and if you follow what I'm saying, then leave a like in the comment section down below. How can you donate when you can't find anything in encounters? I get it, the developers want you to play the game. I get it. But do you remember when the developers quote unquote rebalanced loot on certain maps? Valley, Sawmill in particular? Yeah. So all I'm going to say here is it sucks. It sucks because, in the gameplay ecosystem, right? You have the new players at the bottom, the freaking new player pyramid, or the pyramid, right? The pyramid of players in the video game. You have new players at the bottom, average players in the middle. Then you have people that are like that one dude from South Park, right? That was playing World of Warcraft, who just sit on their computer, if not their game, all day and destroy people. This game, and I'm going to contradict myself here, but this game is hard. And the difficulty takes away from the new players. But the difficulty is what draws certain players in. Right? So it's kind of a balancing act that you have to do. But who am I to say anything? I'm not a developer, I just play the game. My point here is, I miss these kind of encounters. The kind of encounters when you got excited for the stuff that you found. The kind of encounters where you're like, oh, that guy's an MG3. Oh no, that guy, he owns something. Actually, no. That second point is null and void. Because back then, you didn't hear anything. You didn't. What you heard was momentary fire, and then the rest of the match was silent. Because everyone was so focused on getting loot. Now, everyone's focused on getting that magical threat symbol. If not, getting some kind of kill and leaving. And yes, I know I'm one of those people, but my excuse is I make videos for you all. And there's a vast majority of people who are like, oh, you don't get no kills, I'm not watching the video. Get what I'm saying? So, this is just me, I don't know, on a small rant, small vent. I don't know. But hey, all I'm going to say is LD5 is great and all. But this encounter? This felt like the old days. And I wish we had more encounters like this. And the only way to do so is to donate a huge amount of crowns and pray for the best. But why do I say pray for the best? Well, if you donate like 100 crowns into the encounter, and you're walking and all of a sudden you get shot by a guy with an M82, you spent all your crowns for nothing. But that's the risk-reward element. You know what I'm saying? It's a risk. But that's the difficulty that draws some players in, but also kicks some players out. Again, it's a balancing act. People, I hope you enjoyed this here video. I know not much happened, but I've been thinking and I had to get it off my chest. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace.